take a shot of water every time I say aesthetic in this video. Hey guys, it's Sadie. This video is going to be all about aesthetics. I get so many comments and DMs every day asking me, how is everything you own so aesthetic? How is everything you do so aesthetic? How does everything match? And first of all, I want to say thank you so much because that is literally the best compliment ever. I realize that my mom and I are so visual. We actually get happiness when the things that we use every day and the spaces that we're in are visually appealing to us. And some people are not visual at all and that really doesn't matter to them, and that is completely fine. But for me, and I feel like a lot of my viewers, I feel like you guys love visual things. I just wanted to make a full tutorial on how to adopt an aesthetic. First of all, I would pick what aesthetic you want to adopt, and I would go on Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok, basically just finding out what type of things you like. Do you like bold colors, patterns? I know there's like a grunge girl, there's soft girl, clean girl, minimalist, so many different aesthetics out there that are already pre-made. You can also just build one yourself. If you're that creative, I think that would be so cool. Your bedroom is a place where you wake up and it's the first thing you see in the morning and it's the last thing you see when you go to bed, and it's probably the place that you spend 90% of your time. My whole day starts and ends in my room, so I want it to be a place that I find visually attractive. If that means taking off some decorations and having it be more minimal and having the things that are in it just all be things that I find so pretty, that's even better than having a cluttered room with decor that you really don't like anymore. And the next thing is bedding. Your bed probably takes up a lot of the space in your room, so I feel like your bedding should reflect your style the most. I would really like to have all white bedding in a perfect world, but I did do that once. It's really hard to keep clean and it would keep getting yellow stains from body oils and self-tan. So I just decided to have a kind of beigey cream one, and I will link my duvet on Amazon. But I lightened it up with some white and some gold throw pillows. I also have like a crochet white throw blanket that I added to lighten it up, and my headboard is like a beigey cream nude color. I feel like my bed symbolizes like minimalism, comfy, cozy, clean, which is kind of the aesthetic I'm going for. Also, invest in something that isn't too trendy, like something you can just add accent pillows to or add a throw blanket, and that can be the trendy thing. Bedding is kind of expensive, so maybe don't spend $1 million on like a zebra print duvet cover. Then we have the wall art. Something that I did that was so cheap was just get a bulletin board and put some gold push pins around the edge just to make a little border. Print off 5x7 matte photo prints from Walmart and just stick them on. Make a little vision board, a dream board, and it's super aesthetically pleasing. It adds some color and some brightness into my room, and it's so customizable. And if you decide to change your aesthetic, just take off the prints and print new ones, and you don't have to buy a frame. You don't have to get wall art from online. Another thing that really changes the vibe of your room is lighting. I would suggest not just using the overhead lighting that comes with your room. I would say either get a galaxy light. I absolutely love mine. You can customize it from your phone. Literally pick any color in the rainbow. You can add some white to it. You can dim it. You can make it more or less saturated. It's also a Bluetooth speaker. If I had to rebuy something on Amazon, I feel like that would be it. And especially at night too, it can be like really calming. But you can also get LED lights. You can also get an aura light, which is super aesthetic and like clean girl kind of vibes. Or you can get a neon light. Lighting is so important in your room's vibe. Now we're moving on to clothes. This is actually like a little process you can start right now. If you're still trying to figure out exactly what your aesthetic is with clothing, I would say make sure to change your algorithms. So once you start pinning outfits that you really like and liking and saving to favorites TikToks of people's outfits that you really like, then you're going to change your algorithms to suggest more relevant content that is going to fit your aesthetic, so you don't have to always search up your aesthetic every time. I find it super hard just to like be creative and create my own outfits in my head. It's basically always inspired by something on Pinterest or that I saw on Instagram, but just make sure to change your algorithms so they're basically working for you and being the one to find all the cute ideas. If you are actually going to change your wardrobe to match your aesthetic more, what I would start off by doing is buying good quality basics. Literally be like white t-shirt like this, black t-shirt, white long sleeve, black long sleeve. This is going to give you a blank slate to basically buy all the trendy things from less expensive stores. You don't want to be investing in pieces that are very patterny or trendy or super bold that are just going to be out in a few months. So I feel like investing in the blank slate pieces and getting cheap trendy pieces that are more your aesthetic is the way to go to be more sustainable and to save money in the long run. Add inexpensive accessories to your outfits. I feel like that is such a way to express yourself. It doesn't have to just be from the top and the bottom. Like you can get hats, body chains, bows. I feel like a lot of people are just tying bows in their hair, little hair pieces, jewelry jewelry. The difference between silver and gold jewelry, or like a jewel tone or pearl jewelry, is crazy. Like I started incorporating this kind of blue evil eye sort of color. I don't know if that's not a color. I have a couple pieces of jewelry that kind of match and go together. Oh, I'm not wearing my bracelet. I also started getting white and gold jewelry, and those I just feel like are kind of things that go with my style and that feel really me, but they're not just a basic gold bracelet. What I love about changing an aesthetic and adopting an aesthetic is copying basically what the aesthetic is, but also making it your own depending on what features you have. I feel like for hair and makeup, you should definitely look online and find people that have the same face shape, same skin undertones, same eye shape, same hair color, and see how they do their makeup and how they do their hair, and you can tweak your aesthetic and make it more personalized to you. I think that is such a cool thing. I used to be putting so much blush on here because I wanted like that sunburnt kind of look, but then I realized that it looked way better and more natural and just naturally flushed on my face if I put it here kind of going into my eyeshadow. I would have never known that if I didn't look up people with kind of rounder faces. Also, another tip is to practice hairstyles and practice new makeup tricks that go with your aesthetic when you're not in a rush. Like, don't do this when you have a huge family event or a holiday or a really important event that you need to look good in. Do not do that. Do it on a time where you literally don't have to see anyone. You can take your time. Now you're going to have a backlog of hairstyles and makeup tricks that you like doing, that you know look good on you, that go with your aesthetic, and that you know you can do. Now we're going to move on to technology, and this is probably my favorite part. I love customizing my technology. First of all is the case. The case is like the clothes for the phone or the laptop or the iPad. Like, I feel like it's so cute how everyone gets to just pick their own phone cases that reflect their style. Since my phone is gold, I really like the look of white and gold, black and gold, and pink and gold. So I try to buy phone cases that are like that. This one's just from Apple. It's just a regular black phone case, but I love how it looks with the gold. I also am getting some from Velvet Caviar. They're coming in soon. So I'm going to do a little TikTok haul of that, I think. The phone case adds so much, and so do backgrounds. I have a whole Pinterest board of backgrounds that match my aesthetic. Well, actually right now, my background is not really my aesthetic, but I think it actually is really cute. It's just my boyfriend wearing a baseball jersey, but the home screen is definitely my aesthetic. It's like a pink, yellow, and white gradient kind of aura thing. I also have a widget in the top corner that has my Pinterest board on it, and I did the same thing with my laptop and my iPad. There's an app called Photo Widget that will literally make a whole theme of app icons, widgets, backgrounds for your phone or your iPad, so you don't even have to get all the app covers to match your widgets in your background. They will do it for you. You can literally just search aesthetic, minimal, or girly, or anything on this app, and they have pre-made themes for you, and you don't even have to go through the shortcuts thing. You just literally download it and it will change all of your apps automatically. Something that I actually did that I feel like not a lot of people do, but I was just bored one day and I noticed that my messages app was not very cute. I basically changed all of my recent text profile photos to like shades of pink, and so now whenever you scroll on my text, it's just like a bunch of shades of pink on the left side. I looked up like pink color palette on Pinterest and saved it and just chose a different one for each profile. I don't know if that's really extra, but it makes me really happy when I'm texting and all I see is pink. Now we're going to move on to the social media slash Instagram aesthetic tips. The first thing that people look at when they go to your Instagram is one, your profile photos to make sure that matches your aesthetic, but your bio. I think there are so many things you can do with your bio. You can literally leave it blank, do like a bulleted list. You can put those emoji characters that are not really actually emojis, but they're like symbols. You can do emojis that match your aesthetic, different fonts. Your profile photo, your bio, and your highlight covers are so important. So for my highlight covers, if I have a really aesthetically pleasing photo that is already in my story, I will just use that, and I did that for a lot of mine. But I actually did take that photo, put it in Visco, and then edit it so it matches my colors exactly, and then put it as the highlight photo again, because I feel like the highlight covers make such a difference because they're always going to be there. Like, no matter how many posts you post, your highlights are always going to be at the top. And also the names of your covers, you can do just emojis, you can do one letter, you can do dates, so many ways to organize it, so definitely customize those. Then you should save filters that go with your aesthetic, and this can be like Snapchat or Instagram. I just have like 4 or 5 that I keep using that kind of look filmy, more saturated, clean looking, and then I have this one that you can see the day of the week, and I really like that. But saving them saves you a lot of time and will make sure that all of your Instagram stories kind of go together. I will make a custom preset in Visco. I edit all of my photos in Visco. I use the filters C6, C6, C1, or L4 most of the time. I will always make a custom preset that has all of my custom edits on it, so I can just copy paste that onto every single photo and then just make slight adjustments, and this makes your feed look very uniform. But I'm not really that particular about my feed. Speaking of being particular about the feed, I use a feed planner called UNUM, and this is the best feed planner ever. I know exactly what I'm posting. It actually can help you schedule things. It also has a color map that can show you what is the main color in all of your Instagram photos, so you don't post two that look really alike beside each other. The last thing is so extra. I actually looked up aesthetic emoji combos that go together. I feel like there are certain emojis that you just know look really nice together and that reflect a certain style. Like I have a little letter with heart on it, and I have the little like lightning bolt and the twinkles. I think this is a new emoji. It's a magenta heart. There's also a heart that's almost the color of this necklace. It's like really light teal. But finding emojis that you can use often and that look really good together is so fun. Let me know if I missed anything. What do you guys do to make your life feel more aesthetically pleasing? I personally love making this video, and if you want more videos like this, then subscribe. I would love to have you. Yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.